Bible says no man can tame the tongue, but we're going to see about that. And to start out tonight, I want to bring up our couple again, Dan and Marcy. You heard about them in session number 1 as their feelings faded. You saw them in session number 2 where Marcy came home and she was having trouble at work. And Dan didn't do a very good job of communicating until he took Dudley Bienvenue's marriage course, and then he did a better time the second time around. So now I'm going to have you watch them again interact, as this time it's the roles are kind of reversed, and Marcy's going to give Dan a hard time, and I want you to see if you can tell what Marcy does wrong. She's supposed to be taming her tongue, but she hadn't taken the Dudley Bienvenue marriage course yet, and she doesn't really do a very good job. So when they're done, I'm going to ask you, what didn't she do right? What did she do wrong in this scenario? And we're going to see if you can pick it out. Okay, here's Dan and Marcy. And I'm going to just tell you what's going on with them. Dan comes home from work after a hard day. He's been working late 3 nights a week for the last 4 nights, trying to adjust to a new and added responsibilities at his job. But you see, the problem is he made an agreement with Marcy, his wife, to only work late 2 nights. Marcy's frustrated by having to bear all the burden at home and take care of the kids. Here comes Dan.
Boy, what a long day.
You're late.
Is that what I
Right.
get when I come home? You're late? I've been working like a dog. This working's about ready to kill me. If I don't do something about it soon, I'm going to die.
I thought you were only going to work late 2 nights a week. Why are you home so late anyway?
We had an emergency with a client. That pushed me back, and then I had to make a bunch of phone calls.
Aren't you using that organizer book I bought you? I mean, why do you schedule yourself like this anyway? You need to schedule yourself differently so this doesn't happen.
It was unavoidable. You wouldn't understand. Look, there's some things I just can't control.
It seems to me that you need to schedule yourself so that you make your telephone calls during the day and not after work.
She really doesn't appreciate how hard I work. Doesn't she realize that I do this for both of us?
Great. I haven't seen him in 3 nights, and now he's walking away to pout? What about me? I don't get to walk away from the kids and my responsibilities.
They go to bed later that evening, not talking to each other, hugging their respective sides of the bed with the Grand Canyon in between them.
So what's wrong now?
You are never home anymore.
Look, I've got to work late. If I don't, I won't learn the new job. If I don't learn the new job, they might demote me or fire me.
All right, let's give them a hand. Has that ever happened to you? You ever get into bed at night and you're on your side and they're on their side? And you know, sometimes you kind of want to make up, but you're scared, and you kind of just touch them with your toe just to see if they're going to, put your hand on them gently, you see if it gets slapped off. You ever had your hand slapped off? My wife and I had a bed for years. It was one of the beds we got. It was the first bed we ever got. It was a king-size bed. We financed it with all our furniture, paid on it for 8 years. And, over time, it wasn't that great of a bed. We thought it was great, but it started to sag in the middle. So we called it the reconciliation bed because you couldn't really get on your sides because you just rolled down into the middle, It kept forcing you to connect. So let me summarize what she did.